Let's talk about a sacred cow in construction. Change orders. They're supposed to be the contractor's secret weapon. Extra work equals extra money, right? That's the myth. But here's the truth. Change orders aren't bonus profit if they lose you money. If they're rushed, underpriced, undocumented, or done out of fear of upsetting the client, you're not making margin, you're making more work for less money. That's why you need to track change order profitability. Not just how many change orders you get, but whether they're worth doing. So what is change order profitability? It's calculated simply by taking the profit on change orders and dividing it by the total change order revenue. So let's break that down. Total change order revenue is all the money you billed for change orders. Profit on change orders is simply your change order revenue minus the change order costs, which include your labors, materials, subs, delays, admin, those kind of things. So if you did $100,000 in change orders and made $30,000 in profit, that's $30,000 divided by $100,000, that's 30% change order profitability. But if you build $100,000 and only cleared $5,000, that's 5% and probably not worth the effort. So here's a job site analogy. Think of change orders like custom add-ons to a build. If the client wants extra cabinets or a master suite bump out, that's fine as long as the extra effort equals extra profit. But if you say yes too fast, don't reprice properly, absorb the material increase, let your labor cost balloon, and forget to sign off, you're just giving away freebies with a smile. That's not smart business. That's slow motion sabotage. So what is a good change order profitability? Well, 30 to 40% plus, that's excellent. You're managing change orders as profit centers. Between 20 and 29%, that's solid, efficient, but watch creeping costs. If it's between 10 and 19%, that's barely worth it. You're doing a lot of work for thin margin. If you're under 10%, you need to stop. You're doing more work for less reward, maybe even at a loss. Change orders should exceed your base job margin because they're rushed, unpredictable, and usually disruptive. If they're not profitable, you're adding stress without stacking cash. So let me give you a real contractor example. I had a general contractor doing lots of residential remodels. Change order left and right. His team assumed more work equals more money, but no one was tracking the actual profit on them. We looked at 6 jobs. Total change order revenue, $220,000. Actual profit, $12,400. That means his profitability on those was just 5.6%. That's awful. That's taking on chaos just to break even. We did fix it. We required written approval on every change order. We added a minimum markup threshold. We estimated change order labor separately, and we built admin time into the pricing. By the time we got to the next round of projects, change order revenue, $180,000. Profit, $58,000. Profitability, 32%. Same team, same clients, smarter process. So how do you improve your change order profitability? So first, I would say don't start work without signed change order approval. No signature, no saw, period. Number 2, price change orders with a higher margin than the base work. They're riskier. You deserve a premium. Number 3, account for admin time, remobilization, and interruptions. If it delays other work, it costs you more than you think. Number 4, you track your costs in real time. Know when change orders are losing money before it's too late. And finally, number 5, educate your project managers and superintendents. They should treat change orders like mini projects, not casual extras. So here's the final word. Change orders should make you more money, not just more headaches. They're not favors. They're not no big deal. They're scope expansions, and they need to pay. So track the number, quote with confidence, and ask yourself, is this change order padding my profit or thinning my margin? Because if it's not profitable, it's not a win. It's just a liability dressed like opportunity.